Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tailored TV. I'm your host Taylor Chanel, and right now we are at the 2018 Atlanta Film Festival for a film screening for the movie called Prison Logic. It stars actors Regina, Tammy Roman, and even Romany Malco. So stay tuned because we're going to be talking to them and really find out what Prison Logic is really all about. Stay tuned.
I love your laughter, never fails to make me smile.
All right, Miss Regina, congratulations on the film tonight. So what was about the script that made you so drawn to this character that you're playing?
You know, it was just really funny. And I love Romany, and he's so great at what he does. And the script was just really, really, really funny. I mean, he's so talented, and I think I just loved it.
How was it working with him on set? Like, can you have any funny stories to share?
Well, you know what? He's just great. Well, how many times we got run out of locations, you know, with no permits? You know, it was just, it was just, that's kind of what made it fun. That's what kind of made it like feel like you were really in character. And it's always great, the process of working with Romany, and he just was in character. I mean, I would look at him and be like, I cannot look at you. Like,
oh my God.
You know what I mean? So it was great.
Right. And one last question. How would you rate this character in comparison to other characters that you played? Like, what's the selling point with her specifically?
Yeah, they're all different. I love every character I play. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily compare them. I just like this one because of the world, you know what I mean? So this one, I loved her and I love the world that they're in, and so that was different for me.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is a big, huge passion project for you, and it's been going on for so many years. But how hard was it to trust the crew and everyone involved to make this whole thing happen for you? It's your baby, essentially. You created it, so how hard was that?
It wasn't difficult because, believe me, I didn't want to write it, ended up having to write it. I didn't want to direct it, ended up having to direct it. Didn't want to edit it, ended up having to edit it. But these are my friends. A lot of my friends helped put this project together, and a lot of the people you see in this line paid to get this movie made, and they worked for free on the set. They were engineers and artists who helped carry things around and build things. So I was in good hands, and I knew that from the very beginning. That was the whole point. It was like not necessarily be involved with works for hire, but be involved with people who really wanted to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I read that also this is one of the most fulfilling characters that you play in Hollywood. Like that this is one of the most fulfilling characters that you've played in Hollywood. Aside from all the other projects you've done, this is the one that you like the most. Why is that?
Why is it? Because, you know, it's like, you know, when you're making a big budget film, there's a lot more risk. So you have to taper what you say. You have to be careful of who you might offend. When you're making a movie for $350,000, you can say what the you want. You can do what the you want. You know, you can really let your nuts hang. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and I got to do that with this project. I got to be as unapologetic and as offensive, and I got to be as committed to my own philosophy as you could be in a project. And shit, who ain't gonna love that?
Now, one last question for you. I also read that people thought that TJ was a real person all along, and it was confusing for them. I mean, why do you think that is? Okay,
one, because if you like just talking to me, you'd be like, yo, that's just a corny brother. You know what I mean? That's just a happy-go-lucky corny brother. You little bean head, you got a little neck, right? But when you hear TJ talking, TJ talks like he might have a body or two, you know what I'm saying? It's like a whole different swag, a whole different energy. It's channeling a whole different, like the level of anger, and also the vernacular. It's like all this authentic prison vernacular. People just struggle. They were like, you got to go look at the comments on YouTube to really get a taste of it, of all the people that was like, when I did the crowdfunding campaign and I showed that it was me, and people was like, I feel real stupid right now, fam. I should have known that, you know. So yeah, I mean, even way back, Jimmy Kimmel's team, the one real group that was like, yo, we want to fool America with this character for 2 years. He sent his team over. His boys came over and watched TJ with me playing it for him and still didn't know it was me.
Oh my God. You probably have a lot in common with the character.
I do. When it really boils down to it, I'm just doing me and my family.
All right. Well, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Have a great night tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, so we just saw the film. It was absolutely hilarious. We talked to Regina and even Romany Malco. they're even more funny. So y'all have to make sure and go see it. It's called Prison Logic. It's out right now. Once again, I'm your host, Taylor Chanel, and this is Taylor TV.